This is GTA 6, the biggest, most ambitious game in history, officially set to launch on May 26, 2026. From billion-dollar development budgets to leaked maps and hidden details, here's everything we know so far. The topics that are going to be discussed in this video are here on the screen, and let's get straight into it. First, the development process of GTA 6. According to Take-Two Interactive CEO, after they saw a massive success of Red Dead Redemption 2, they gave a full development back in 2020, which as per reported by IGN, it seems that the development budget is about $1 billion. Wanna have modded accounts, modded cars, outfits with cash and rank boosts? Check out shop.tapin.gg, the cheapest and most trusted place for modded GTA accounts across all platforms. You can filter by price, popularity, delivery speed, and even platform. Many gamers already use it and now it's your turn. Use my code for 15% off and start flexing on your lobbies today. So the official release date of GTA 6 is May 26, 2026, which was supposed to come out originally this year in fall 2025, but Rockstar delayed it, as they believe they still need extra time to polish the game, because if you don't know yet, the game is fully playable now, but they still have to fix some bugs and glitches, so they won't be embarrassed when the game comes out. They will not be seeing glitches and bugs, do not be embarrassed. But there are actually two hidden clues behind this release date. As we know, GTA 6 is inspired by Vice City, and the voice actor of Tommy Vercetti, known as the protagonist of GTA Vice City, passed away on May 26, 2022. Additionally, to support my point even more, Jason and Lucia are inspired by Bonnie and Clyde, which their funeral was also on May 26 in 1934. These couples were robbing banks, stores, and that is most likely the reason why Rockstar set the date as May 26, 2026. Because we know very well that obviously it doesn't take a year to finalize and fix bugs and glitches if the game is fully playable. And as we know, the protagonists of GTA 6 are Jason Duvall and Lucia Caminos. And if you also didn't know that the voice actress of Lucia Caminos is Manny El Perez in real life, and for Jason, rumors say now Dinah Warkey is the real life voice actor of Jason.
But if I opt to eat her, and there's still a chance that old Betty will rise again, party in the after party.
Please, Jason.
Again with the fucking interruption! I can't stand women. What's with that? I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out. Jason Duvall. He might have.
You see, Lucia was originally born in Liberty City, as it mentions in Rockstar's website. And speaking of Liberty City, some say that GTA 4's Liberty City map could return to GTA 6, as we have some references. First, as we said, Lucia was originally born in Liberty City, and as a second reference, in the second trailer of GTA 6, we saw a Liberty City license plate. And additionally, this man was wearing a Liberty City Cycles cap, and Rockstar previously took down a Liberty City mod in which you were able to play GTA 5 on the Liberty City map. So of course there was a reason to why they took down the mod. And in the second trailer of GTA 6, Rockstar Games teased cage fighting, which was originally in GTA 4. And lastly, we originally had Liberty City in San Andreas. And speaking of Jason Duvall, as it mentions in Rockstar's website, Jason grew up around grifters and crooks. After a stint in the army trying to shake off his troubled teens, he found himself in the Keys doing what he knows best, working for local drug runners. It might be time to try something new. And speaking of Lucia as well, we know she has an ankle monitor, and we also saw that she was wearing that in the second trailer of GTA 6, which she was obliged and required to do some community services, such as taking out trashes, which you see she also wears an LDC uniform, which its full name is Leonida Department of Corrections. We have as well Jason's friend called Hampton, which as it mentions, Jason's friend and a fellow associate of Brian's, Paul feels safest hanging at home, as sleeping on Coast Guard comes with a few beers and some private browser tabs open. And speaking of Brian, which his full name is Brian Header, he seems to be a classic drug runner, as it also mentions in Rockstar's website, which he also has his third wife, Lori. For other character, we have as well Booby Eek, who is someone who seems to own a strip club, which he also seems to be working with Drake One Priest, which also seems to be Bookie E's associate. Which speaking of Booby Eek, if you didn't know, he's actually based off the 90s rapper Akin Yeli. Credit as well to West New Win 2025 for finding this out, which it also said additionally, he made the song Put It in Your Mouth and is a frequent guest on the YouTube show Drink Champs. He actually owned club life in Miami South Beach, and this character is a representation of that. Thank me later. Well, Baylux and Roxy, aka The Real Dimes, who have been friends since high school, which will seem to be working with Drake One Priest, as as rappers. And for the last character, we have Robert Batista, who seems to be close with Lucia. He's also a bank robber who does heists, but it seems that he will be betraying Lucia, as he seems like a villain. And of course, as the GTA 6 map is huge, we have 6 different cities such as Vice City, Leonida Keys, Grass Rivers, Port Gellhorn, Ambrosia, and Mount Caliga, so along with the 70 screenshots that represent these cities. And as we covered the cities, it's time to showcase the leaked GTA 6 map, and shout out to the mapping project community for making this possible. Their Discord servers link is in the description below. Here's also the leaked GTA 6 map, and this is not the final layout, but just to be quick, we have Mount Caliga right there, we have Ambrosia, Lake Leonida, which they also recently added the Ambrosia, along with as well this motorsports park, this sugar refinery, along with Port Gellhorn, which seems to be playing as a huge city in GTA 6. We have as well the VCIA, the airport. They updated the Leonida Keys, they added this one over here, which we saw Jason's house. They also expanded this recently, the Watson Bay, as we saw as well in this screenshot right there, which people also say there seems to be a kid right there, and this is also where Lucia is working for to do the community services for the LDC. And we have as well here Vice City, which is huge. And now trailer 3. As we know, we got trailer 2 recently, along with the 70 screenshots, artworks, and more. And now we should be seeing as well trailer 3 coming out either in fall 2025 this year or maybe in December, because we should be expecting as well a gameplay trailer just like we got for GTA 5. And when they release the third trailer, of course the pre-orders will launch as well. As in the first trailer of GTA 6, it was saying coming 2025, and now in the second trailer, May 26, 2026, and now for the trailer 3, most likely as pre-order now. And with that, they can generate more hype and also get more pre-order sales, which now PS5 players can wishlist GTA 6 in the PS Store, and for Xbox One Series X and S, it's going to be launching very soon. Now, speaking as well of the prices, for example, for GTA 5, the Standard Edition was $60, the Special $80, and the Collector's Edition $150. But as GTA 6 is now way bigger than GTA 5, and of course, years past, we can expect for the prices to be slightly higher. To support my point even more, for Red Dead Redemption 2, the Standard Edition was also $60, along with the Special Edition as well, but the Collector's Edition was $100. So of course, for GTA 6, we are most likely expecting for the Standard Edition to be about $80, the Premium Edition $100, and the Ultimate Edition around $150 or even a bit higher, but of course no more than $200. And of course, it is really worth in noting that these are not confirmed, but we're talking about based on Rockstar's logic and also comparing the prices of GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. We can definitely expect for the prices of GTA 6 to be slightly higher. And of course, as GTA 6 is going to be super realistic, we actually have some real life activities coming out in GTA 6, such as mini golf, pool, hunting, fishing, diving, dirt bike, kayak, and strip clubs. Here's also the list of all of the weapons coming out to GTA 6. Most of the stuff were being used in older GTA titles, except from the polymer pistol, the bolt action sniper, and as well as the flashbang. We have as well many wildlife coming out to GTA 6, such as alligators, dolphins, sharks, turtles, flamingos, ducks, gulls, herons, miniature pincher dog, iguanas, along with tigers, elves, foxes, and even cats, along with the same animals that we have in GTA 5. And now lastly, let's break down the second trailer entirely, such as details to attention, secrets you missed, gameplays, and also features that you may think they're glitches, but they're super realistic. Let's dive in. The first thing I want to talk about is that over here in this footage, we can see that Jason is driving a car, and also there's a girl who said hi Jason in the second trailer. If we look closely, we can see a dog right in her right hand, and that dog is completely like frozen. It's not even moving. But the thing is that that's actually because that her right hand was not moving at all. If you also pay attention here where Jason's left hand is on the steering wheel, you guys are noticing, right, that the steering wheel is going right left, but Jason's hand is not that moving. And you can actually think that he's not like driving the car literally, like you will think that his left hand is not on the steering wheel, but in reality it is. And in this footage over here where we also saw that Jason was getting in his house and he opened the door, just before that on the right side, if you guys guys paid attention, there's actually a doorbell, but in the trailer he did not use it, obviously, because he's home alone, there's no one, and he's not gonna be using it. My point is that if you paid attention to the doorbell, we might be able to actually maybe ring people's doors in GTA 6, and that'll be one of the coolest things. Now, what we also have here is where we saw first off where Jason grabbed someone, I guess his enemy, and threw at the car. Behind of Jason, we can see there's a destroyed car, and there's also fire. Now, a lot of people are saying that the fire is actually being behind of the car. I should say right of the car, but it's actually on the car. I mean, the car is technically destroyed, and you can tell that by taking a look at the back of the car, where we can see that there is no wheel. And speaking of fire, we have as well, for example, here when Lucia was using a grenade launcher and trying to blow up police cars. You guys noticed, right, that this police car actually jumped, but it did not get fully destroyed. And about the fires as well, you guys are noticing, right, like they are super realistic, which you cannot even tell that they're actually real. Because in GTA 5, for example, when you try to use a grenade launcher on a car or any vehicle, it will instantly be destroyed, right? But for GTA 6, and especially for this footage, it is super realistic that you will think it's a glitch that she used the grenade launcher and the police car did not blow up right away, but that's actually the case. That is super realistic. Now I have to go back actually to trailer 1, because you guys notice here there are actually some NPCs that are noticing as well. There are shadows, which is really realistic side, where we don't see their shadows, which is kind of weird, and there are actually some cars behind them have turned on the lights, but we don't see shadows. You guys are noticing here when someone is riding a bike that is wearing a flip-flop, you guys will tell, or you guys might think actually that this is a bug, but the flip-flop is actually in between the pedal of the bike and also the person's right and left foot. So this is super realistic. And what I also want to talk about is this footage over here where we can see, I'm assuming Jason, but you guys are seeing that is also super realistic. They drifted, and behind them there's like a box, which we don't even know what there is inside, but you guys are seeing like the way that the box flipped. That is super realistic. And one last thing I want to talk about is over here in this screenshot, we can see down on the right side there are actually some police officers who are, I guess, arresting someone. So about the pose, you guys will think it's a bug, I mean something weird, but he is definitely maybe trying to, you know, put his hands up or maybe go down to the floor, which we don't have that thing in GTA 5. I'm assuming maybe in story mode, but not going down to the ground, maybe putting your hands up. So again, this is gonna be one of the coolest things, especially in GTA 6. The second trailer of GTA 6 is basically all gameplay. Now, although Rockstar said previously that a second trailer was recorded in-game on PS5, which is half gameplay and cutscenes, but I'm gonna prove it why from what I'm seeing as well after watching the trailer too many times, that for most of the parts in the second trailer we have gameplay and not cutscenes. This means that if they were recording in-game, which they said that, this likely means that the Rockstar editor is returning to GTA 6. Let's get straight into it. So within the first few seconds of the second trailer, for example, we can see a town, and as well as an NPC walking here, also flying around a plane here, and using someone on a boat and dingy, and also here someone who's driving a car around. So this is definitely considered as gameplay because we have these as well similarly in GTA 4 and GTA 5. And after that, we can see here as well Jason, who's at the top of his house. This is likely a cutscene, I would say, but in Rockstar editor we may be able to record things like that, so it'll be very possible. But for now, I'm gonna say it as it is a cutscene. And then we also saw here that Brian, his landlord, just walking here, and this is definitely a cutscene because the way that he's walking, moving his body, this is likely a cutscene. Now over here where we can see Jason, who's using the ladder and going down, this is very surely a gameplay, especially as well we can use a ladder in GTA 4 and GTA 5 going down and up, so that is a gameplay. Now over here where we can see as well Brian is speaking, that is surely a cutscene. It feels kind of different, especially as well for the way that he's moving again and his hands are moving, and for the way that he's talking, this is very likely a cutscene. And same goes as well for here when Jason is talking with Brian, again that is for sure a cutscene. But over here we have as well a cutscene as well, but now when we can see Jason over here where he's gonna be opening the door, that is indeed a gameplay, because especially as well you can tell that like you're in game because we can see first up that we are behind his back and he's opening the door, so it kind of gives you the vibe that we're actually like playing in game. Similarly that we have as well in in GTA 4 and GTA 5. Now over here we can see Jason who's driving a car. That would be for sure a gameplay. I mean, driving cars, vehicles are the main thing in the GTA franchise. And again, we have another gameplay here. We can see Jason lifting the weights, and you guys also know that going to the gym is going to be one of the major activities in GTA 6. Now especially here where we can see Jason who's trying to go out of the market and a girl opened the door for him, I would say this is a gameplay as well. Now about this part where we can see Jason turning his face to the left side, look, I'm gonna say again, this is a gameplay. Now this thing over here is likely a cutscene, I would say for sure, and especially as well where we can see here Jason speaking with the person who's going to be trying to get out Lucia out of the prison. And after that we can also see here in this footage where Lucia has as well a submachine gun in her hands. That is a gameplay for sure, especially as well where we can see here Jason grabbing someone. That is again a gameplay. And over here where we can see Lucia and Jason doing cheers and trying to chill out at the bar, again that is a cutscene for sure. Now for these two, those are definitely gameplay. Maybe you can also use Rockstar Editor, or maybe they used Rockstar Editor and to maybe make this possible in the trailer too. So again, I'm going to go with gameplay for that. And over here where we can see Lucia doing a community service, trying to take out the trashes, that is surely a gameplay. And over here of Lucia speaking with Jason, that is for sure a cutscene. And over here we can see as well some shots at the bar again. So of course these are cutscenes. And over here this footage is likely a gameplay. And then when Lucia is doing a 360, that is surely a cutscene. And Jason over here talking with Lucia, that is surely a cutscene. And over here for holding hands, that is surely a cutscene as well. And over here where we can see Lucia and Jason going to the party, I would say this is a gameplay because we might be able to do a mission like that of Lucia and Jason trying to have fun at the party. This one as well over here, a gameplay. Now for this part over here when the people got angry at Jason, I would say a cutscene for sure, especially this one as well. That is definitely a cutscene. Now over here when Jason and Lucia are trying to escape out of maybe not prison, I don't think prison, somewhere else, I'm gonna say that is for sure a gameplay, and especially this part 2 as well, and that is very likely a gameplay as well. Now this footage over here is very likely a cutscene. Now for this part over here where we can see, I'm assuming police officers are trying to, I'm assuming maybe try to chase Jason and Lucia or one of these protagonists. I think it's easy to choose that it is very likely a gameplay, and that is surely a gameplay as well because you guys are seeing this police officer, I'm assuming trying to maybe like their boss or something like that. I would say a gameplay for sure. And now when he said here us cops who are gonna be protecting each other, I would say for sure a cutscene. And now in this shooting footage of Jason that we can see, that is for sure a gameplay. And now for this footage for Bay Lux, that is for sure a cutscene. You can already tell that of course. And now for Lucia and Jason who are dancing, that is for sure a gameplay, just like we said that earlier. And over here in this footage of Jason trying to, I guess, throw someone at the car, that is for sure a gameplay, especially as well here of the cage fighting where we can see Lucia, again, that is for sure a gameplay. And over here where we can see of Jason and Lucia saying we got this, that is for sure a cutscene. And now over here where we can see Lucia using a grenade launcher and trying to explode police cars, that is indeed a gameplay. And over here of Jason and Dre reacting at something, that is for sure a cutscene. So this one is for sure a gameplay, and this will be maybe, I guess, one of the last missions in GTA 6. And of course that part is definitely a gameplay as well. And over here in this footage where we can see Jason and Lucia kissing, that is for sure a cutscene, especially this one as well. And over here we can see as well the car shots, that is indeed a gameplay. And over here of girls dancing on the roofs, that is a gameplay, especially this one as well. You guys are seeing in the club. And now this is likely a cutscene for sure. And over here where we can see a buzzer chopper trying to chase someone, that is a gameplay for sure. And over here where we can see Jason and Lucia using a sea shark, that is indeed a gameplay for sure. And now over here where we can see Jason on a motorcycle with Dodo playing behind, that is indeed a gameplay. Lucia jumping on the cart, maybe I guess trying to steal it, that is for sure a gameplay. And over here of Lucia and Jason again kissing, that is a cutscene for sure. And now this shot is indeed a gameplay. And over here on the Sanchez bike, that is for sure a gameplay. It's really making sense here. And over here in this footage where we can see Jason and Lucia trying to maybe run away from the enemies, that is very likely a gameplay. And over here where we can see Jason's friend Cal Hampton, that is for sure a cutscene. And now in the last footage we can see Jason and Lucia driving towards the Vice City, so that is of course a gameplay. I first want to give out a shout out to GameRoll. They said full list of information given to me by the same source who told me Jason and Lucia's last names, because on April 19th this year GameRoll already revealed the full names of Jason and Lucia. But they made it sound like they're not sure, they're questioning. But no, when we got trailer 2, we then confirmed that what Gamer said was absolutely true. But the thing is as well, he doesn't want to be known as a leaker, so people won't spam in his messages asking what more do you know about GTA 6. He's not a leaker, he's just a news reporter who received those leaks from a trusted source who is apparently friends with and Rockstar developer. They said as well disclaimer, I have no proof of any of this information other than it's all come from the same exact source who told me Jason and Lucia's last names. It is not a direct source. They claim to be the friend of a Rockstar developer. I asked them to find out Jason and Lucia's last names so I could verify their story once they were eventually revealed, and that's what happened. Some stuff here may be false, misinterpreted, or complete BS. I trust the source, but I have no way to prove any of it. So as I said earlier, he doesn't want to be falling into any controversies or dramas, so he's not a leaker. He's not. And now we can start with the leaks. So first up we have gameplay. 6-star wanted level returns. Now we don't have this thing in GTA 5, we have actually 5 stars, but for GTA 6 it seems that we're having 6 stars, and I'm sure that's very likely going to be happening because we already got leaks in 2022. People are also talking about this, we got teasers. So yeah, in GTA 6 we are indeed having 6-star wanted level. Additionally, relationship bar mentioned in the 2022 lead clips still exists. Works like honor in Red Dead Redemption 2. Weight mechanics are a thing, of course, because in the second trailer we saw Jason was lifting the weights. Additionally, this is a screenshot. We also saw here this fat guy with the belly, and also here this old man. So I'm assuming you can even become fat the more you eat, and if you go to the gym, stay fit, you can, lose weight. And I'm sure you all know that we already had this kind of feature in GTA San Andreas only. So I guess now it's coming back, and of course this is going to be the most realistic game ever. They also said explorable underwater areas with treasure and secrets. Of course, in GTA 5 already we have this feature where you can go underwater, especially as well in GTA 5. Find daily treasures and earn around 20 or 25k daily. And I'm assuming we're having this thing as well in GTA 6. They also said trailer 2 scene where Jason buys beer is gameplay. Greed and antagonize is in the game. Absolutely, that's also something realistic. Now this thing is crucial. The character wheel has 3 options: solo Jason, solo Lucia, and dual protagonist control where Lucia/Jason can be controlled at the same time to rub together in the open world. Some missions are also started using the 2 of them at once. That's for sure. Of course, in GTA 5, we have for Franklin, Michael, and Trevor, the 3 protagonists, and our GTA Online characters. But now what they're saying here for GTA 6 is that it seems that we're going to be having one for Lucia separately, one for Jason, and as well as one for both, in which in certain missions, we can control them at once. That's nice. Now the thing is as well here, they didn't mention anything about GTA Online. I'm not sure, but so it's kind of crazy, but again, these could be wrong. Rectangle GPS with pink waypoints, that's not something new, but maybe the waypoints color is going to be pink this time. It's going to be different to give out as well, the Vice City vibe. It's literally the Vice City team, I should say. Jason has a dead eye-like ability, slows down time and reveals weak spots. Lucia can do it but one shot. Source said this is apparently super bad and they hope it gets changed. It's meant to show how Jason is a better shot than Lucia due to his time in the army. So these are the abilities for the protagonists, because in GTA 5 we have for Franklin, which you can drive vehicles in slow motion. Same as was similarly for Michael, but when you are in character, like not in a vehicle, in slow motion. And for Trevor, there's this rage ability. They also said people react to having your gun out. Now for GTA 5, when you have your gun out, NPCs don't react. The driving is best it's ever been. That's very crucial, and I'm really happy to hear this. Gore / dismemberment is being built off of Red Dead Redemption 2. So that's a new feature and it's realistic. Limited weapon system returns stored in trunk. Now we have as well about the characters. We have first off for Donnie, Jason's friend who works for Brian and is described as a freak. We have as well for the map. The map is once again an island. That's something not new we know, because we also know the GTA 6 leaked map by the mapping project community. No open handle, enterable shopping malls, and a skyscrapers with lifts. So that's something new, because in GTA 5 unfortunately we cannot enter in stores unless if there's maybe barber shop, like a small market with a snack. But for GTA 6 we're able to enter in almost anywhere we want. Apartment maybe, I guess, or shop or mall. That's something brand new and it's awesome. They also said 700 plus shops in most interiors of a major open world game. This is the one I'm most iffy about. 700 shops. That's a huge number. Game has chapters like Red Dead Redemption 2, 5 chapters in total. Shots from trailer 2 were all from chapter 1 to 3, cut/non-existent content. They also said no fully nude sex scenes. Listening to music outside of a car apparently isn't a thing. Now that's bad news, but I would definitely take this as a grain of salt because we literally saw Lucia in this screenshot using AirPods, and especially in this screenshot as well. They also said Prone was cut a while ago. Now that is not good news because we can actually lay flat on the ground in Call of Duty and PUBG. Those are realistic, but why not in GTA 6? I would definitely take this as a grain of salt. They also said dual wielding weapons isn't in the game. That also sucks. I don't think that's something true. So I do believe that we're able to use maybe 2 pistols at once, in our 2 hands. That should happen for sure, but I'm actually kind of surprised they're saying here isn't in the game. Now they also said no Disney World parody, so that's kind of funny. And lastly, no burglary minigame. But again, why? Now they also added more context. First, a screenshot is my original leak. We can see here on April 19th, he had posted this by saying, GTA 6 conversation has sort of dried up by now, so hey, here's a fun question. What do you guys think Jason and Lucia's last names are? My guesses are Lucia Caminos and Jason Duvall. Why? Because they sound cool, huh? Second one is the post I made afterwards. I didn't want to be known as a leaker and I wanted people to stop asking me what else I knew. This didn't end up happening, so now I'm just putting everything out there so I can get this weight off my chest and continue just being a dude with opinions. Remember, I'm not saying any of this stuff is definitely true. This is not from a direct source and things can be misinterpreted or hell made up. I have no way to know other than their past information was reliable. I love you all. Now the majority of the leaks I believe are surely accurate, but there are actually some leaks that are not logic and making sense, especially as when the last part when Graham said Prone was cut a while ago and dual wielding weapons isn't in the game. So that's not making sense because this is the biggest game yet, and if they're not gonna be bringing those 2 features in GTA 6 that I'm telling you, and believe me, many fans are going to be disappointed at Rockstar because they gotta do their best so their game will be the biggest game yet, and of course the best one yet, the best that they have ever done and anyone has ever done before. So thank you for watching everyone. Leave your thoughts about this in the comments down below. Hope you also found this video helpful, and of course expect consistent GTA 6 videos, rumors, leaks, speculations, theories, everything about GTA 6. So I'll catch you guys soon in the next one and enjoy the rest of your day.